is EA Sports coverage of the PGA Tour. Welcome to Whistling Straits in Kohler, Wisconsin. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Novelo. Frank, really amazing what man can do, shaping the land to make Wisconsin look like Scotland or Ireland or the moon, for that matter.
Well, this golf course is designed by Pete and Alice Dye, and you could say it's diabolical if you want to play it all the way off the back. Nearly 7,800 yards.
First tee at a major championship, the PGA Championship. Always some butterflies. Frank, you know that. You've been there. You've been in contention. How about this first shot?
Well, that bunker on the right side of the fairway, that's the one that really sticks out and grabs your mind's eye. It's a good line. If you can just draw the ball off that, it should be ideal for the second shot.
It's a good spot right there.
Center cut.
Nicely played shot, about 310 yards down the fairway. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Moving a little to the right of the flagstick. You can't hide the flagstick from that man.
He is just unbelievable. That never deviated offline.
Well, this one should be safely on deck here. Settles in over the putt. One under early in the round. Looking to make a move. This putt for birdie. Good putt. And now one under par. Frank, here at Whistling Straits, bold is beautiful, and this second hole is certainly bold.
That it is. Bold, and if you can hit a long one down the left side, they'll open up a good view to this green. But believe me, if you miss left or right, well, you're going to find the sand. There's something about a well-hit shot.
Excellent start off the tee. That's a great way to begin this hole. His second shot here at the par 5. Can't hide the flagstick from that man.
Second from an excellent lie.
Makeable putt right here, currently sitting at 1 under for the round. So, Frank, what do you think of the start so far?
Rock solid. Very impressed.
-3 now for the round.
Now to the first par 3 on this golf course. It's the third, about 188 yards.
Yeah, big green with lots of undulations, and it moves the ball from that right side towards the left, towards Lake Michigan. But club selection, important here.
Should be pretty good right there. On the safe side. And it makes the green in regulation. Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
This one just requires a little bit of focus.
-4 early. See if she can put a birdie on the card here. Putting a good round together now at 4 under. On to the 4th hole at this PGA Championship here at Whistling Straits.
Ideally, you'd like to hit it down the right side because everything sort of cambers towards Lake Michigan. Tom Weiskopf was one of my idols growing up. I loved the way he swung. That swing right there reminds me of my idol.
And it looks like Rory McIlroy, Frank, sticking the follow-through.
I mean, he just blasted it down the fairway, well over 325 yards.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag. Oh, this is right at it.
That is classy.
Yeah, chance of going in.
Frank, what are we looking at here with this approach shot to the 4th?
Well, just like a lot of holes at Whistling Straits, with the water on the left, if you're going to err anyway, you err on the high side.
This is a good-looking shot. So a tester from 4 feet. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie. And what a day it's been. Frank, you've played all over the world. How unique is this hole, the 5th?
I've never really seen anything quite like this. On one hand, it's an extremely long par 5, but then on the other hand, you have all these options that are available. You know, this is not heading in the right direction.
No, it looks like it's going to be in the rough. We moved that one out there, but he is not going to like the lie.
That moved down in the rough. I've seen some long tee shots, but it's the advantage to tee that ball up. Get it up there quickly, get the wind behind you. It's amazing how far you can hit it.
Well, that's how you do it. Hit it close, take the pressure off that putt. That one should be no problem. Second shot coming out of the rough here. Frank, this was quite a collaboration between a business giant by the name of Herb Kohler, an insurance salesman with a genius for design. We know who that is. That's Pete Dye.
Yeah, you put the two together and there's no question you finish up with a masterpiece.
A couple of American dreamers shooting for the stars, and they end up with Whistling Straits. Frank did the prudent thing there, didn't he?
Yeah, in the end, really, you could have turned that into a disaster. Instead, actually a good chance, really, to perhaps get away with par.
It's in the hole. Just a sensational shot right there. Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either. So with that make, now at 7 under par. Frank, how do you like this par 4 6th hole? A little more than 400 yards.
Really, you try not to overthink this one. Just find some fairway down there around the 280, 300-yard mark, and then relatively simple second shot in here.
Right where they were aiming, in the fairway. Frank couldn't ask for anything more.
Just the lie there, too. It is sitting up like it's teed up.
Getting set for another approach. Our featured golfer really looks dialed in at this point.
Yeah, right now this is a great feeling to have as a golfer. Your swing's good, the timing, it's almost like it's just completely natural. You don't have to think. The swing is exactly where you want it to be. So really you're just looking at the flag in front of you.
Well, that is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, it's a formality now.
Frank, no surprise that Martin Keimer won a PGA championship here, just looking at this shot ahead.
Yeah, this shot obviously suits someone that hits the ball left to right with sort of like a hard bullet-type cut. There's only really one problem for that player if he tries to play that shot, is that little pot bunker that guards the front half of this green.
Getting set now over the putt.
Eight is not enough. That is 8 under par with that birdie. Just a couple of feet.
8 under par, 4 round.
Frank, some of these holes are absolute mind blowers. I mean, this seventh is like nothing I've ever seen.
It actually reminds me of a hole in New South Wales in Australia at the La Perouse or New South Wales golf course. Just the way in which it cuts into the coast. Just a gorgeous par 3.
Stuck the follow through right there. This could be really good.
Well, that's how you play the game. Right there.
Safely on deck. It's at sneaky distance.
Well, that's a bit disappointing.
I guarantee you, though, she thought she had that one.
You may have lost track at home, but we're keeping count, and that is 9 under for the day.
She'll be happy with par here.
That's good work. That's a good par right there. Frank, just tons of bunkers on the right. You hope the wind is in your favor.
Yeah, and sadly, your mind just about picks up on each and every one of them.
Like the looks of this one.
Oh, yeah.
I knew it right away. Picked up the tee, didn't even look at it. We can see it. It's perfect. Right down the middle of the fairway. Oh, come on, that's not even human. That's ridiculous. That is 350 plus yards. Frank, what makes this downhill shot a little trickier in terms of club selection and setup?
Because of the nature of the downhill, that ball's just going to come out a little lower. So you've got to take that into consideration. It might run a little more on the back end.
Just a superb shot.
You're not going to see much better than that all day today.
Frank, what about the second at the hole they call on the rocks?
A very long, thin, narrow green, so you've got to be really careful on where that flag is located. Otherwise, you're going to have a long putt.
Appears to be tracking well. And getting ready for the putt. That's birdie, and that's just another example of how everything seems to be clicking today, especially on the greens.
Yeah, good green reading too. You've got to take your hat off to that. The line has been perfect and the pace has matched it.
Headed to the clubhouse now for a hot dog and a soda at the turn. But first, a little bit of business here with this par 4 ninth.
And this is going to take a straight tee shot. Trouble on both sides of this fairway. Also, be very, very aware of the shape of this fairway. It's downhill and slopes left to right.
Tasty looking right there, Frank. Just a perfect spot in the fairway.
That is prime real estate. How do you get a lie like that? Seriously, you could hit any club from that.
Beautiful looking shot right here.
Frank, what are you thinking about on this approach here at the ninth?
It plays a little downhill, so it's going to play a little shorter than its distance.
Well, this one should be safely on deck here. That is a really good shot landing close to the flagstick. Frank, now the second shot here at the ninth.
You can get caught with swirling winds here because of the trees and the protection on the hill on the right side. Another one to be very, very careful of.
Not a gimme, but well within his range. Well, in the words of the late, great baseball commentator for the Yankees, Phil Rizzuto, it's time for Holy Cow, Whitey. That's 11 under par. 10 under par on the day. Well, that was a nearly flawless performance on the front side, but Frank, we know it's an 18-hole game, isn't it?
That's right. Now's not the time to pat yourself on the back. It's fine.
He just blasted that one down the fairway. Out there about 325 yards.
How good has the swing tempo been?
Has not lost it since the first hole, Rich. I think that's been the key to the round. Started with that rhythm, even though the winds were out there. The winds haven't abated, and neither has that rhythm.
Frank, on an uphill shot like this one, did you do anything differently in terms of your setup over the ball?
Yeah, I made sure the ball wasn't too far forward because on an uphill shot, there's always a struggle to get all your weight going forward.
Can't hide the flagstick from that man.
Frank, safety off the tee. Now what happens on this second shot?
This green, Rich, is just elevated a little bit, so you can't just sort of grab a wedge and just hit away willy-nilly. You've got to be careful here. You must flight that shot in properly to make it land softly on this green.
Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. Sinks it.
Unbelievable.
Will make birdie if he holds this putt. Count that for a birdie. .645-yard par 5 11th. They call this hole the sandbox, and hopefully, Frank, you're not picking up the shovel here.
Yeah, I don't care who you are. If you're reaching this par 5 and 2, then you don't belong on this planet. Rich, there's great drivers of the ball. We've seen Norman, Nicholas over the years, but that there is just excellent. Lovely full turn, plenty of power, and just piped it.
Made it look easy right there, and he's such a good-looking player. When he's dialed in, swinging the way he is right now, just a pleasure to watch. Second from an excellent lie. This is a good-looking shot. Well played here. Went straight for the flagstick, and should have a nice putt coming up. Second shot coming up here at the par 5. Shouldn't be a problem here. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the lead. Count that for eagle. Frank, the short par 3 12th, what are you looking to do?
Well, you think it's a snack. Green straight in front of you, points a little bit to the right, but just getting it and keeping it on the green, it takes some doing.
go. That is classy.
Got no chance of going in.
This one checking in at 150 yards. This is going to be a tough day on the links. I mean, even the Seagulls are walking to work. Just 5 feet left. This has a good ring to it. Minus 14. He's made it. 13th hole now, and by the looks of this one, Frank, if you were right off the tee, things could go horribly wrong.
Massive drop-offs and bunkers to the right. Doubtful that you'd ever get a good lie if you missed this fairway on the right. So, flip side, keep the ball down the left.
Frank couldn't ask for anything more.
Just the lie there, too. It is sitting up like it's teed up.
Ready for his second shot, trying to knock it on the green. That's an outstanding shot right there, and it sets up a really good look at birdie. Slight waggle, relaxed arms, ready to go. Players bracing against these strong, gusty winds, really a challenge out there. Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie. And what a day it's been. In for birdie. Now the par 4, 14th, and Frank, this is not about brute strength, is it?
A bit of a head scratcher here. When you first look at it, you think you just pull out the driver. But it narrows up in the driving area. So really it's a layup off the tee, just a short iron in from there.
Excellent looking shot here. Wow, that is a monster drive down there, about 315 yards. Well, this looks good.
Certainly is.
Paying attention like a little kid at school, Frank. That baby's sitting up.
Sitting up. It's got the best view as well. You don't even need binoculars from where that ball is.
Seems to like it. Headed for the fat part of the green.
Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on that. Easy birdie.
Pretty good tee shot, Frank, down that right portion. Size up this approach now.
Another green that's slightly raised and protected, really, in all 360 degrees around this green. So even though it's a short iron, it has to be well struck to make that ball land softly.
So a tester from 4 feet.
Good putt.
This would be nice. Birdie on the card. See if he can make it.
He's made it.
Ready to go here at the 15th tee, and by the looks of it, Frank, we should have brought the swimsuits and some sunscreen.
It's very picturesque, that's for sure, but don't get fooled by its beauty. This is an absolute beast at 503 yards and sets up a very, very tough finish to Whistling Straits.
Outstanding tee shot.
Yeah, ball sitting up. You don't have to worry about the wind or anything there. You just take a full-blooded cut at the second shot from here.
That's the equivalent of a 98-mile-per-hour fastball in baseball. This one just smoked 325 yards. This could be a good one.
Just a superb shot.
You're not going to see much better than that all day today.
Playing a full 180 yards now. Well, this one should be safely on deck here.
Drops it in for birdie.
Now the run to the finish beginning here at the 16th, Frank.
And there's certainly a chance for 3s, 4s, 5s, 6s, you name it down here. But it's all going to start with one thing, and that's a good drive.
That's an absolute tracer right there. In the fairway and well over 320 yards.
Second shot.
doing whatever he wants with that golf ball. Moving it left, moving it right, hitting it straight when it's called for. He's doing it all. Nice position, short grass, second shot. Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid. Not a gimme, but well within his range. Oh, I thought he had that. Well, a missed opportunity, no doubt. Locked in on the read and the speed. And a huge momentum shift with that eagle. Good chance here. Good roll. All right, Frank, you want to win a major championship? 250 yards, 17th hole, trouble everywhere. Hit your pants up and get it going.
Yeah, easier said than done.
That is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, it's a formality now.
Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
And he has it.
A good putt redeems all.
Frank, quite a finishing hole, and that's as it should be. This is, after all, a major championship.
Well, you can see why Bubba Watson, Martin Keimer, Dustin Johnson have played well here. This finishing hole requires the long hitter's best tee shot, preferably just a little down the right side, because that's the safer side to be.
Couldn't ask for too much better here.
Ah, nice.
Looks good. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. Great way to finish off the final approach shot with a birdie opportunity. Frank, one last full swing. What are they looking at here at 18?
Well, even with a good tee shot, you're left with a long yardage in. So chances are you're hitting a long iron all the way across 7 Mile Creek, which wraps around the front and the left side. So this is going to take your best second shot.
Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt.
Now putt for par.
Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Par bid here. Did the job right there. Frank, just some great golf here today.
Yeah, that's a round to remember. Not often you play that well and you feel like you were head and shoulders above the rest of the field.
What a thrill to watch. And for Frank Nobilo and our entire team, I'm Rich Lerner saying so long for now.